Hey everybody, this is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a recap of run number 6 of my half marathon training with the Garmin Connect app following Coach Greg's training plan. There are 3 training plans on there, so you guys could go on there and select that out. I highly recommend using a training program for your running. Give you some structure, give you some discipline. The goal of this training plan is to run a 10K in about 4 weeks, for 3.5 weeks. So since the condensed time of the race, I'm doing the half marathon plan rather than the 10K plan, just to give me some more volume in my training. So let me recap this run for you. Just generally, I really liked today's run. It was a little overcast, but still hot, probably about 82 degrees. Running down on the single track trail next to the river in the woods, dust and dirt, some undulation, so you definitely have to be mindful of every step. But it feels like a very athletic run because I'm mindful, but I'm also there's a little bit of agility in there too, stability. I'm definitely, the first few days, I felt it in my ankles and my hips a little bit more because basically my run progression is from streets to levee, and then levee to trail kind of throughout the arc of the season. I try to get fast on the streets and then try to move into the pavement as the fall and winter comes along. It feels like a pretty good strategy. It's worked out for me over the last few years. And yes, so the workout went really well. And I'll recap it for you. It was a 5-minute warm up. I chose to run for about a minute of this. I walked 4 minutes, walked for 1. It was a 10-minute easy run with a 10-minute option. I didn't really treat it as an easy run today because it was the same workout as Monday. Today is Wednesday. I kind of just goosed it a little bit and gave it a little bit extra go because there's a particular loop that I wanted to kind of finish and get closer to home. So I just kind of had that be my motivation. So I ran that 20 minutes and then cooled down for 5. So yes, jogged a minute of that too. So about a 22 minutes of running, 23 minutes of running total. And then so my total workout was 3.13. That includes this whole thing. And then a 30-minute total workout. And then so I ran this workout for 20 minutes, covered 2.35 miles on the river trails, and had a pace of 8:30 today. So that's definitely better. I think my pace, I'm not sure exactly what my pace was on my last one, but definitely an improvement. And I felt really good and strong. 8:39, 8:36, 7:45. So I'll have to look back at the data. I didn't get that for you today. But over a couple of days, I'm able to kind of put it together and get a little bit more, the psychology of the run, I started off a little bit like, well, I don't really want to, I don't want to do this or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is, I got a lot to do today or whatever. But then once I got into a rhythm, and that's kind of a breakthrough for me. I think once you can kind of like find rhythm and find like, okay, I'm enjoying this, it definitely helps the adherence factor of like, okay, this is pretty cool. I'm down here in the river. I'm looking at the woods and the trees, and it's fun, and I'm pushing against a little bit of a pace. So pleased with today. Just some general thoughts on training in general. Just stay consistent. Try to also undulate. I like this training plan because I'm able to. It makes logical sense. It's got ebbs and flows. There's easy and hard runs. There's short. There's long runs. There's speed work. So you're not always just pounding pavement. I think that's a really important thing. If you want to run over time, good strength training and good running plans have periodization, right? So there's going to be times where there's total rest, and there's going to be time where the workflow is different. There's going to be time when the volume is a little higher, the volume is a little lower. There's going to be time when you're strength training really hard and strength training less. There's going to be times when you're going to be changing. You're going to be doing squatting sometimes, and you're going to be doing deadlifting sometimes. So just don't do everything all of the time. Think about it through seasons. I like seasons particularly as a great way to think about training. So with that, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.